Look, I just wanted to follow up one question about the staffing cap which has been lifted, and wondering whether how this now is going to impact on the staff that you have employed under labour hire contracts. I mean, you told me in February that you had 263 people engaged under labour hire agencies. Are you going to end all of those labour hire contract positions, particularly the scientists who are employed under them? I think there were 19 science-related positions, 53 IT positions.
So, Senator, as I mentioned earlier, we expect that our recruitment strategies will remain the same going forward. That being said, depending on what work we are doing, what projects we are doing, for what periods of time, will inform whether we take people on permanently or whether we take them on a temporary basis or whether we use labour hire. So I'm sorry, it depends is the answer to that one. I know that's not what you're looking for, but we don't expect we'll change our strategies.
So you think it's still appropriate to employ scientists under labour hire contracts?
Well, it's unusual for that to occur even under our current arrangements. We only have one or two, I think.
Anyway, okay. Can you take on notice whether those labour hire, the number of people that are employed under labour hire contracts, and update that since February?
Okay. I had an additional question on that, which was, will they be converted to ASL positions, and if any of them will be?
Okay, we'll take that on notice then.
Can I now go to the budget? And you, Dr. Marshall, in your opening statement, you acknowledged the extra $459.2 billion over 4 years. Look, I've been looking at the budget papers, and is it correct to say that that's actually not even going to cover what you expect to lose from external revenue because of the decline in external revenue due to COVID?
No, Senator, I think it's a good safety net for the potential loss of external revenue, but I couldn't blame you for reaching the wrong conclusion by looking at the budget papers, and be happy to walk you through that if it would be helpful.
Look, I've compared last year's budget estimates with this year's budget estimates, and there seems to be a difference of, this year 157 million, next year 140 million, year after 140 million. And basically, even your external revenue forecast for 2023-24 is less than it was last year.
So, Senator, we were projecting continued growth of external revenue. If you simply fall back to the revenue we delivered last year, which was a little over 500 million, we think that will fall back by up to 100 million from that point. And the budget money would cover that 100 million shortfall. At 500, at what we delivered last year for revenue, we have enough income, enough funding and revenue to support the people that we have.
But are you saying that the forecasts in the budget this year aren't accurate?
No, Senator, previously we forecast continued revenue growth prior to COVID. Obviously that revenue growth isn't going to happen. But if you fall back to the revenue we actually delivered last financial year, which was 510, 514 or something, we expect that to drop by up to 100 million. And if it did that, the budget money would easily cover that gap. And at that level, the level of revenue we delivered last year is more than enough to support all of the people we have currently.
So basically, it's all right. It's because you're not growing.
Exactly.
It's covering.
And sorry, Senator, I knew where you were going. I was just trying to help you get there. I had the same challenge when I read the budget papers, by the way.
Okay.